Hey, what's up? It's Matt Ryan from 94.3 The Point, and we continue our tasting for Seaside on Tap. It's happening on August 7th in Seaside. And, you know, Unibroue is going to be here. Bernard,
Absolutely.
thanks a lot for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
We are going to be tasting some really cool brews that you're going to have right here on tap. And give us a little background about the brewery first.
Absolutely. Unibroue is a Canadian brewery in a town called Chambly, which is about 15-20 minutes outside of Montreal, southeast. And out at the brewery, we do Belgian-style re-fermented ales. That's all we do, just ales, no stouts or porters or anything like that. And re-fermented basically is that we add the yeast and the sugars at the end of the bottling process. Through time and age, we get better, kind of like fine wines.
Nice. Okay.
Just adds a little bit more creativity to our brain.
And this is unique because you guys started this.
Absolutely. In 1994, we kind of brought this Belgian-style re-fermented ales to the U.S. We're the originators of bringing this to the U.S. market back then in 1994. And we can see now that it's expanded, and there's a lot more of those kind of breweries out there. But we kind of laid that foundation a long, long time ago.
And we know the original is always the best.
So always, absolutely.
Let's do some sampling. So
Absolutely.
what are we going to have at Seaside?
So Seaside, we're going to have two, and we're going to start off with those two first. And the first one is called Blanc de Chambly, and that's a 5.5% ale. Very light, very refreshing. It's a white ale, great with white meats, white fishes. Very, very easy to drink. Well, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You know, the greatest thing about this beer, too, as I always say, is, you know, you can drink it for the beer in itself, which a lot like to do, but we also make beer mimosas with it as well. So we had orange juice, you know, we do 3/4 of the beer, 1/4 OJ, and it's a mimosa. And it's, you know, I may bring some orange juice as well. We can do it out there in Seaside. Let people know that you can do so much more about it. And if you get real creative and you're at home, you can throw a splash of Grand Marnier on the top and really see that beer get crazy.
That's really good.
Easy to drink.
Awesome.
So our next beer is called Extramere, which is kind of like Blanc de Chambly. It's a 5.5% white ale with Granny Smith apples. So what you're going to get is a lot of effervescence of the apple. You're going to get that little bitter note to it. But it's not as your typical lemonade that you see a lot more of the John, Jake, Jimmy, Johnny's lemonade.
Sure.
This is a beer, and it reflects as a beer.
Absolutely. I want to. When you say, you know, with these fruits, it's not sweet like a liqueurs kind of sweet. It is a beer.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Very, very smooth.
And it's very subtle.
Yeah.
You know, it's sometimes when you get overly sweet in certain beers, you kind of lose that interest.
Absolutely.
With a beer like this, it's not sweet enough to where you lose your interest. It kind of piques your interest, and you keep trying it. And when, you know, I have a lot of recipes. I do salad dressings with it, but I also make an Extramere apple pie.
Wow.
Which is, you know, through the roof. You
I
really
bet.
enjoy it.
And now something very special, not even on the market yet. And it will be coming up when?
In September.
Very cool. And what is that?
I brought as a specialty, because we're releasing September's, I don't oftenly get these beers, but we have Extramere Cranberry.
Cool.
So it's kind of like what you had in the apple, but now we added cranberry. And you know,
Just
that's
in time for the fall.
Absolutely right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, here in Jersey, we're big cranberry fans.
Big time. All about the Jersey cranberry.
So try this out.
Absolutely.
No, this is delicious, and I hope you enjoy it. You know, you're the first to actually try it.
Excellent.
And you can get that aromatics, and it's not over the top.
That's
it's
the whole
very
thing.
subtle.
You can definitely taste the fruit in this beer, but it's not overpowering the beer. If you're a beer drinker, you're definitely getting the beer, no doubt.
Absolutely right.
And all of these are very smooth drinks. So.
Ales are lighter on the belly.
Yeah.
And you know, typical, maybe stouts and porters are a little bit heftier. So when you drink ales, it should be lighter. So when you're pairing them with great foods, it should be very simplistic and a great marriage together when you're trying both together.
Yeah. Can't wait to see Seaside on Tap. Bernard, thank you very much.
Again.
It's
Unibroue.
Unibroue.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers. It's
Thank you.
94.3 The Point.